All right. Are we there? All right, we got Chew back. I have no idea what the hell happened. I looked over at my screen on my other device, and it had, you know, the big buffering circle. So I don't have a clue on what happened. Well, it's easier just for me to restart it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Let me try to get my feedback here. Try to get this freaking thing working. Let me go back. Go into lives. Here we go. Nope, not that one. Oh, I don't know what I did, honey. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get you back on here so I might just have to read you through my phone. Ron Navy, what's up? I was just live a little bit ago, and we had some technical malfunctions, so we're trying to figure this shit out. Oh, there we are. All right, I got you back. Round two. Yep. Oh, see, I don't know what the hell happened. That's freaking technology for you. But here I am again. It's all good. Anybody who cares is going to show back up. I don't know what to say. Shit happens. Yeah, it could be loosened up behind the wheel. Yeah, Ron, it's bad down here. It is like so hot right now. And we're not even into August yet. I mean, we're getting close, but Mark Lester, you came back. Yeah, I figured y'all will come back. You know, it doesn't bother me to just drop a feed and then come back. I have no idea what that was. Could be me. Could be the equipment. Could be YouTube. I don't have a clue, but we're back, so we're doing good. All right, let's hang out, have some fun. Well, thanks, Katita. I appreciate that. Yeah, he gave me. I bought. Damn it! Ugh. I got the Silver Eagle, the MS69, and a Korean memorial coin, MS69, off a cap, and there's the second heart. Was this the second heart or the first heart? Was this the first heart? You got the second one, right? The second and the third. Didn't you buy both of them? You got the second and the third for 20, I think it was. Was that what you did? I'm showing it to you right now, Liberty. We got the heart. Yeah, you got the second and you got the third. Capital currency, honey. Deneen, capital currency. I got 2.55 ounce copper heart. And I got First Strike PCGS MS69 Silver Eagle. I got that from him. And I got the $1 piece. It's a Korean memorial coin that they made, 1991D, and that's an MS69. And I think I don't know if you missed it, but I think I'm going to be sending this to my sister because she was a lot closer to my dad, you know, because my dad was in Korea. I don't know if you heard that story or not, but my dad was a Korean veteran. So I think she would really appreciate that, and her birthday's coming up. Oh, I think he just wants me to keep saying it. Liberty's he's being a ball buster. You busted my chops, Liberty, brother. I bought a lot of stuff off of Cap. He does some good work. Well, I am really looking forward to pouring this. Well, I can't pour this one because the back is screwed up. He says, I'll send you both of them. And he says, the other ones I put together, he says, you can just super glue them. But I think that's going to be great. That's going to look so cool. I can't wait to do this. That'll have to be a live pour, so y'all can get to enjoy, you know, how this really works. When I do this, I'm gonna do a couple piece. I'll show you exactly how I'm gonna set it up in the sand with the stone. So that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna sit inside that stone. That's gonna be a very proud piece when I get that done. Cygnus, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's going to be really cool. Could I pour bronze Jenga box and blocks? Yeah, to make a whole set. Yeah, I probably could if I had enough bronze. Do you have a lot of bronze to send me? Because I could certainly do it. Now, if you want to do a full Jenga set, I mean that's a shitload of freaking bronze right there, boss. Yeah, I love the turtles. I want to do a turtle. I think they're so cool. I mean, especially being here in Florida. I want to do like some seahorses. I mean, because down here, I mean, if you go to one of the shell shops that are around here, there's all these different shells you can buy. You can get the little seahorses that are all like petrified. You can get what do they call them? The horseshoe crabs. You know, the horseshoe crab. It's got the thing with the long tail on it. It's like a little thing with long tail on it. I would love to pour like a small one of those, but I gotta hit one of the. I gotta go towards the beach. When you go towards the beach, all them shell shops pop up, and I can walk in there and just, buy all kinds of shit. I want to get a bunch of different sharks' teeth, stuff like that, so I can pour those. Teal Waters, hello, how you doing? Let's check you out. Channel activity 1 year ago, 1 subscriber. All right. You're obviously real because you've been hunting here for a year. So let's add you as a. We're gonna smurf you up, make you nice and blue. That way you can chat with everybody here. Go to their channels, subscribe to them. They'll subscribe back to you, and you're not gonna have more than one subscriber for much longer. Yeah, Tiger Stack and win. Wasn't that sweet? Wow, Ron, I would actually have to, you know, I don't have a set, but I'm sure I can get a hold of a set, you know, and then I would have to pour, one block, because if you want it exactly like the Jenga set, I would have to get a Jenga piece, pour it, see the weight, and then I could tell you, count the blocks and, obviously tell you how much it's going to cost. But something like that, I mean, it would probably be easier if you could just buy, some flat stock, that's the same size or roughly about the same size. Just cut them, clean them and polish them, and then just stack them up like Jenga blocks. I mean, because for me to pour them, that's a lot of work. So if you just got some actual stock length of brass bar and just cut them up in all these little pieces, it would probably be a lot more cost effective. Now I'm not going to turn down your work or his work, but just for a Fort Note, I mean, that would be the way to go. Just buy stock bronze, 1 inch by half inch, and cut it up and make your blocks that way. Booty girl, what's up? Are you slumming tonight? I'm just kidding, honey. Hey, what did you decide on that ship, booty girl? I sent you an email. I was asking you about it. And I told you I could probably do one in like bronze or copper for you. Because the ship itself is depending on which one you wanted. I think you wanted the Endeavor, right? You wanted the Endeavor. These usually come out to be about 6 ounces. Or was it the USS Constitution? I don't remember which one. I think it was the Endeavor that you wanted. But it's no big deal. I mean, but like I said, this is usually coming in like 6 ounces plus, out of silver. So if you want one, made out of bronze or copper, I could do that too. So that way it'd be cheaper for you. But I got all, like I said, I got all my ships. You just have to. I thought you picked one out because I sent you an email with all the pictures and you said that one. All right, so you want the Endeavor? All right, we can do that for you. Well, I can do that for you. There is no we. Bart, welcome aboard. Glad to see you here. All right, I'll go when I do this. When I finish all this stuff, I'll check it out, and I can definitely get that made for you. Because I plan on pouring every single one of them, and I wanna have all of these, across my desk. Every ship is gonna be on there. And they're gonna be lined up on my desk. But that's the original. This is the Black Pearl. Black Pearl is pretty cool. It's not a real pirate ship, but I still thought it was pretty damn cool. But yeah, I got the Endeavor in here. This is a Victoria. FG Stacker made all those for me. Thank you, my brother. We got the Great Escape. Look at that, the Great Escape. That's beautiful. Look at all them freaking sails. Oh my goodness. Get a boner over that. This one I really love. I can't wait to do this. This is the Cutty Stark. That's a Scottish ship. That used to be the fastest ship in the world until it had a fire. And once it had a fire, they rebuilt it, and it wasn't the same anymore. But a lot of those ships are in my little my little silver things here that I got from Ron Navy. All those little bars, like the Cutty Stark and the Endeavor and USS Constitution. They're all in there. If you go back and look at my shorts, I got a series from 1 to 10. And next, I'm going to do a series of just straight across the board. And it's going to be a longer series, where you can actually get the history of the ship, be able to learn, who who it was captained by, at what time. So right now, I'm just taking a little bit of a break so I can go through. And I got some serious stuff going on right now. So I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to do a series on those more in depth with all the information. Booty Girl, if you're a lover of ships like I am, that's something you're going to want to catch on to. You're going to want to check that out. But all the beginning ships down here, I mean, at the very top, the first row is basically all ancient ships from Egypt. As you get past here, it gets into like Japan and stuff like that, and Arabian. And as you go down, it goes towards history, to where you get the newer ships. And right about here in the center, you get the Cutty Stark. I think that's the Cutty Stark right there. The Endeavor, all the other ships. So I'm gonna pull up all the history on them. Some of these have got some great stories. They really do. When I was just getting ready to do the shorts for them, I was like, oh my God, look at this history on this thing. So I'm trying to shut up when I'm doing the short and not give too much away. It's like, because I knew I was going to do a longer series after I finished all the shorts. So I'm trying not to give away too much of the history or too much of the story. It's like you're going to have to wait. But I can't wait to get into that. I think it's going to be so awesome. I love history. No, and what's better than ships and pirates and gold and silver? Ain't nothing freaking better than that. Are you kidding me? Oh, I love it. Oh, Cygnus, I got a whole set of Rwanda coins from the nautical series. It has basically a lot of the ships that I just showed you. You know, here with the Endeavor, you know, and all that stuff. The USS Constitution, the Victoria, and those are beautiful coins. They were made for Rwanda. Yeah, it's an expensive set. I mean, I think I've got, I think they started in 2016 and they go to 2025. The 2025 is actually the Cuddy Sark, which I haven't gotten yet. And there's two others that I haven't gotten, but I think it goes from like 2016 to 2025. So it's a pretty good series of coins, and they're getting more and more expensive. I mean, they're to get one now. I mean, you're looking about $100 per coin. But I'm gonna get them. I've started this series, and I'm gonna finish it. And I'm gonna wait for 2026 to come out next year. Stuart, what's up, my friend? Welcome on in. Come on by the nut house. See what's cracking. Oh, and Booty Girl, congratulations on your new Kookaburra. I saw your video today. That's awesome. No, you're sticking. You're keeping with your plan. You're sticking with it. And that's the way to do it, girl. You're doing it. No, anytime, Booty Girl. I've been watching you for a while. I was like, she got her shit going on. You got everything. You got everything working. You got the perfect freaking nails. You got the beautiful scenery. You got the candles. You got the ship. You got the intro. I mean, everything is great. You got a hell of a channel going on. Yeah, I might get into that too. I might do some flags. No, I had a whole nother series of because I told FG Stacker was the one who made my 3D prints of all those coins, and he sent me some pictures because I told him I wanted something, just something flat like this, and he came up with like 6 ships, and they were absolutely freaking beautiful. I'm like, hell yeah! I said I want those. But I got 2 nice mail calls today. Oh, Booty Girl, you'll love this. You haven't seen this yet. This is the Excalibur sword that I had FG make for me. FG Stacker. This is a two-piece because it was easier to pour it, laying down this way. Because he did this one and it came out perfect on this side and kind of lousy on this side. So he said just take these two, super glue them together. And my plan is to make an Excalibur sword sticking out of a rock so it can sit on your desk. And I'm going to drill this out and I'm going to put a gem in it. And I'm going to antique the rock so it's nice and dark, have everything nice, high polished. Maybe do a little antiquing on the handle here. Have a high polish with a nice little gem inside of it. I think it's going to come out really cool. But you'll probably appreciate that. But then there was this is my mail call for today. MS69, MS69. This one's Korea. The other one was a Silver Eagle. And the Copper Heart that I got from Capital Currency. I got all three of those from him. FG sent me those. 3D Woodworks I'm waiting on this to come in the mail. He made me a Morgan ring for my thumb. And I'm waiting on, what else? I got a $5 bill coming. That's 4 ounces of silver from Jenny Sweetheart. Now hopefully all that stuff will be here this week because I got some stuff going on. So I need to get this stuff here and get it done. Oh, you weren't notified of round 1 till way late? Yeah, this is the second round. We had the first round, I did my first feed, and all of a sudden it just, I don't know what happened, but everything went into, the buffering circle. So I just shut it down completely and started from scratch, and it's been fine so far. I've never had that problem before. I don't know if I hit a button, but I don't think I did. I don't think I touched anything. I keep getting notifications, but I can't look at you right now. Not on here. If I do that, you're probably going to start buffering and screwing up again. Apita! Holy shit! Why are you not blue? Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're not blue. You haven't been around for a while then. What you been up to? Oh, okay, booty girl. I got you. I got you back. Yeah, right? Ain't seen Apita around for a little while. Obviously, because she would be blue. I believe it's she, right? Because I think you corrected me because I said buddy one time and you were like, no, not buddy. Am I correct in that? Let me know. Joseph Lopez. How you doing, buddy? We know you. I gotta smurf you up too. See, I was right. I remembered, Apita. Thank you. Because you made a comment on one of my videos one time, and I was like, "Oh, thanks, buddy," and you're like, "No, not buddy." I'm like, "Okay." Well, it's hard to tell with some of these names. I mean, it really is. I mean, until we all get to know each other. I mean, I'm still new. I mean, I started this what back in January. Started making videos and stuff like that. So I'm still getting to know the community. I'm still getting to know everybody else. You know, I'm trying, but I remembered you. Oh, Joseph, I see you around all the time. I like everybody on here to be blue. That way you can all talk to each other. You can all have fun. You know, you can look each other up. You can sub each other. No, they're just standard moderators. They don't have any power. The only thing they can do is just, kick somebody out. You know, if a troll comes in, put somebody in timeout. You know, stuff like that. They got no control over my channel. You're just standard moderators. Uh, Deneen is actually a regular moderator. What's going on, Shroom Day? Oh, I'm just doing a great thing. You know, just trying to hang out. Just living the porn life, man. Y'all gotta go check out Shroom Day. Somebody drop his link. This dude does some wild ass shit. He goes out into the woods and collects uh, different mushrooms, and he comes back and he casts them. It is wild. It is really cool, and you can see the ribs underneath when you tip the mushroom upside down, you can see all the ribs inside of it. I mean, it's really beautiful work. All right, booty girl, you take care. I'll get with you tomorrow. I got the next 2 days off. I got a bunch of stuff to do, but I'll definitely get back with you tomorrow. Give you a holler. Yeah, everything is a hit and a miss. You know, there's some pours that you do. It's a total flop. I mean, it never comes out right. It never works. You know, and other times, you might pour something one time and it comes out perfect, and you're like, yes, this is why I'm doing this. But it's just the name of the game, dude. If you're gonna pour, that's just the way it works. All right, give me 1 minute. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, we are back. Let's see where we're at in the chat. What's going on? Renee, me. I'm assuming John. Correct? Renee usually doesn't come on. It's usually always John. How you doing, boss? Glad you showed up. Stuart Joseph Lopez, Shroom Day, Renee and me, Teal Waters is still here. Oh, see, he's still hanging out. Bart's still here. I know Denine's still here. Apita just showed up. So glad that you showed up. Nice to see you again, hon. You burnt another freaking furnace. It's number 5? 4 or 5? Any new additions to my collection? Oh, honey, I got new additions coming every freaking week. Um, I just got this from Capital Currency today, MS69 Silver Eagle, and this is another MS69. It is a Korean coin. Well, it's not a Korean coin. It's a U.S. coin. It's a commemorative coin for Korea, the Korean War, which my dad served in. So I had to buy it. I think I'm gonna send this to my sister. But yeah, you want to see something really cool, Apita? Hold on. Now, obviously, I do a lot of pouring for people who know me through my channels. And I had Mr. Minix send me a Bluto and a Popeye. Alright. Popeye pipe broke off almost as soon as you touched it. But anyway, Bluto is still on his sprue. I got him poured. We're going to cut the sprue down, probably take about a quarter of that off. That way you can still stamp the bottom of it. But he's only been filed. He hasn't been, sanded or anything else yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the bottom half of the sprue off tomorrow, and I'm gonna stick them in the tumbler just like this. I mean, everything has been filed off and cleaned, because if you look at, this is Popeye. This is kind of what they look like when they come out of the sand. You got all the stuff between the legs. You got the line on the side where he laid in the sand, half this mold, half that mold. And I did manage to at least make a cigarette for Popeye, but I believe I'm going to be able to put a little tiny piece of shot on the very end of it and turn it into a pipe. But this is what Popeye looked like, because Bluto was the same exact thing. He had all the stuff between his legs, between his arm here, he had a big piece, right between here. So I got him all pretty much cleaned up. So I'm just gonna throw him in the tumbler tomorrow. I'm gonna cut the bottom off, throw him in the tumbler, and it's kind of like a pre-look at the finish. That way I can let the tumbler do some of the work, and then I'll come back and I'll do all the finish sanding, make it nice and pretty, and then I'll throw them back on the tumbler again with a nice stamp on it. But that's one of my new additions. These are coming out pretty cool. I still got to do the work on Popeye, but he's coming out. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, if you go back to my shorts, you'll see how I made, you know, the at least the post for the pipe in the sand. Go check it out. It's really interesting. But I'll get him all cleaned up in the next few days, just like Bluto's. I mean, it's almost like a before and after. You can see how much slag it was hanging out. But that's basically what's new there. I mean, Apita, you'd really have to go back and watch some of my videos. I mean, I did a couple little panning shovels for um, Humble Stacker and B&B Prospecting. They came out beautiful. No, I could pour some more. I could definitely do that. No, these are spoken for right here. No, this is for Mr. Minix. You know, he sent me a little jar of shot, and he's like, you know, he couldn't find anybody else to pour them. Nobody wanted to mess with it. They were all like, "Oh no, it can't be done," or, you know, it's not worth my time to do it. And it's like, you know, he started asking me about it. It's like, well, you know, send me the figurines. You know, let me take a look at it. You know, see how hard it is. I mean, they're pretty, they're pretty intense to pour. I was nervous about pouring them. I ain't gonna lie, but if you get them in the sand just right, it worked. You know, it's a lot of cleanup, but they're gonna come out awesome. Popeye doesn't stand up. He needs to lean up against something. But Bluto stands up. But yeah, maybe I'll work something out with Mr. Minix about maybe keeping these little plastic pieces. You know, cutting a couple bucks off. That way I can pour them again when I want. You know, most of the pours that I do are from people who, you know, seen my work online or whatever, or on my channel. And I think I've only sold like one or two pieces. Everything else has always been a swap. It's always been, well, just send me some more silver. Send me some more silver. I mean, because I want to keep pouring. This is what I do. I love to pour. I want my pours out there. I want everybody able to have one. So as long as you pay me in silver, you can keep your cash. Just send me some silver. You know, let me keep pouring. Gas furnaces, clay, graphite, and crucible contaminate the silver. That's what I've always heard. See, Shroom Day, I have never used a gas furnace. I've been a electric furnace baby since I started. You know, maybe that's a cheat. I know maybe I should go back and actually, you know, try to do it the original way first. But I mean, it works for me. I mean, it's definitely two different animals. Yeah, you got to use all that. You got to use the flux. You got to use borax. You got to use all kinds of different stuff depending on what kind of metals you're using. I got a guy at work right now, one of the managers. He's been, you know, because the big boss, Big Joe, the big boss, the main manager of the store. You know, me and him have been talking about coins and gold and stuff for a long time. I mean, since I started working there, I always bring in something. You know, when I buy it, you know, I brought in like the Eye of Horus and I showed him that, and I brought in a lot of different stuff and shown it to him. I even made him a copy of one of the Roman coins, and when I gave it to him, you know, because I showed him the original Roman coins, and when I brought in a copy, you know, it was around Christmas time. And I brought in a copy. I was like, here, I want you to have it. He's like, no, I can't take that. He says, no. I said, it's a copy. I said, it's made out of brass. It's all right. And he said, it's not expensive. He's like, really? He said, you made this? I was like, yeah. I said, here. And he was talking to the other manager about it. And he's like, he says, you pour? He says, can you pour gold? He says, I got gold. He says, I got a bunch of stuff. Then I could, I'd like to talk to you about it. And I was like, all right, cool. And when I was leaving work tonight, he was one of the closing managers. And he's checking out my necklace and stuff like that. He's like, man, you really poured that? He says, I got some gold. He says, we need to talk. I'm like, we can do it. He said, what's the difference between poured silver and gold? I said, just the temperature. I mean, to be honest, it's just a temperature. No, my furnace is rated as a gold pouring furnace. So it depends on what kind of gold he's talking about too. I mean, are you talking about you got real 24 karat gold, or you got a bar, or a coin, or something like that, or you just got a bunch of old freaking jewelry laying around? That's probably not even like 18 karat or whatever, because then you got to refine it, to get it pure, and that's a lot of freaking work that I'm not going to get into. I mean, you're talking about the acids and all that. I would love to be able to try it someday. I mean, I watch street tips. This guy's a freaking genius. The way he refines stuff is absolutely amazing with the all the electric that he does, and it's wild. I mean, he grows his own silver. I mean, if you ain't never saw street tips, you got to go check out his channel. It's absolutely amazing. But it is wild. No, he does everything with all the acids. I mean, he'll take silver or gold, whatever it might be. He dilutes it in the acid, and then he adds all this other stuff to it, and he puts it on a heater, and then he does this, and once it's all dissolved, he pours it through this filter, adds this. It's an amazing process. It's really, really intense. I could watch his videos for hours. But I would love to pour a gold piece. I got some scrap, and then I got some coins. I'm not melting coins, but I got some scrap jewelry pieces. But I don't know if that would work in the furnace. I would probably actually have to go back to, a little crucible like this. I mean, this is actually a little crucible. It needs to be borax and everything else. And I would have to get a nice torch set. But this would probably be the way that I would go and try to do gold. I don't know if I would put it in the electric furnace. But I would probably use, a little crucible like this. And spend the time and the money to get the right set. And this is just full of this is so much full of all kinds of different shit. I've got silver, I've got copper, I've got brass in here, I got dirt in here. It's kind of like my little catch-all cup. A nice little chunk of brass right there. That's probably off of one of my pours. But that's usually my little slag cup. When I pour something, and I might have a little spillage or little balls that roll around, on the cookie sheet afterwards. I just take those and I throw them in there. If I got anything decent, I put it in my next pour cup. And then I got my regular coins when I'm getting ready to melt something decent. I use those. Yeah, Bart. I mean they're great. I don't have a torch set up. I want to get a nice. I'm thinking about buying another furnace, but I want to get one that's specifically just for something small. I mean, because I used to go to an LCS that was actually a major jewelry store here in Fort Myers, and I was talking to the girl who makes the jewelry and stuff because I wanted to get my dad's ring fixed, which was actually this. You know, I poured this out of my dad's ring, but this was a gold and black onyx ring, and it was busted, and I took it and I taped it together, and I threw it in my cast sand, and I poured a silver thing out of it, and I made a nice little CS insignia for my stamp. But that's actually from my dad's ring. But they wanted so much. They wanted like $1,200 to fix this freaking ring. I'm like, you're crazy. That's 18 karat gold with a black onyx. The freaking ring ain't worth $1,200. But I was talking to her about pouring, and I was like, yeah, I got a big furnace, and she brought out this little thing. I don't think this thing was more than like a 10 inches tall. And she was like, well, this is what I use. It's just like this little tiny furnace. It's about 10 inches tall. That's what she uses to melt all her gold in. So I'd love to get one of those little small gold ones, little small furnaces. That way I do gold like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go the torch and the crucible like that in order to pour gold. I can't wait to pour gold. No, I snag it up whenever I can, but most of the stuff that I snag up is stuff that I'm not really wanting to melt. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but maybe one of these days I can get pick up some old jewelry. But I don't know. I'm just gonna have to play it by ear. If I pour it, I pour it. Maybe this guy at work actually has some real gold jewelry that he wants done, and I'll do that. If he's got 24K or 18K, but if he's dropping down, it's like, oh, he's got 10 karat gold. I ain't messing with it. It's gonna have to be refined. It's gonna have to be melted. You know, all the other crap that's in it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If you crush and melt your old crucible, is that smelting? No, smelting is actually melting metal. It doesn't have anything to do with the crucible. 'Oh, so Bart, you're playing with me then, huh? Let's see. Let's see what you got on your channel here. I don't want to. I don't want to screw up. I don't want to mess up too much here. 13-ounce silver skull. Oh, I suppose that Bart made that for you. That's a big piece. I know it takes about 13 ounces to do a golf ball, so that's a good sized skull. Bust through the sand. Oh, trust me, I busted through the sand. Here, let me show you. I poured this megalodon tooth in. One second. In one of these standard pieces. You can see how much little room was actually in there. I mean, it actually had to be tipped sideways. And this was like, I think it was like 8 ounces of silver to do this. And the first time I did it, the tips didn't come out right. These top pieces here, they were like cut down. I mean, I could have ground it down and made it look awesome. I mean, because the rest of it came out perfect. I mean, it looked great. But no, me is like, no, it's not good enough. So I gotta freaking redo it. So the second time I went to go redo it, I had it all set up on my cookie sheet. Blowout, poof, everywhere. Silver, 8 ounces of silver just pouring all over the place. It was a freaking nightmare. I wish I had taped that. This is when I was first starting to pour. I wish I had taped that. That would have been an awesome video. Because I've always told everybody here, you know, you're going to see me succeed, you're going to see me fail. That would have been a great fail video. But that's a nice little megalodon tooth. That's like, 6 to 7 million years old. But I tried to fit him in here, and it just didn't work. But when I had to do those shovels for Humble, I made my own little pour here, and I ground all the inside so the sand would stick nice. And this poured the shovels perfect. It worked great. I had it screwed down, clamped. Now it worked out nice. It worked out really good. So I'll be definitely utilizing this down the road. What's going on, SSM? How you doing, buddy? We gotta smurf you up. We can't have you just wandering around out there naked. You need to be blue, my friend. Man, I appreciate you coming on here. Oh my goodness. So how are we doing today? Oh, we got nine here and 17 likes. So that's pretty cool. I mean, at least that's what it's been showing. Yeah, I haven't heard much from Angela in a few weeks now. Oh, I want to do a Canon too. What I was thinking about doing is going buying one of those cheap little model of a Canon, like an old time Canon, and you just take it all apart and just cast every single piece in silver and then put it back together. It'd be a nice little silver Canon. I think that would be awesome. All right, Stuart. I appreciate you coming by, my friend. You have a great night. It's getting late. What time is it here? It's about 2 o'clock in the morning here, Eastern Standard Time. I know a lot of you on the west, more towards the west. Yeah, there's a lost wax casting too. I really love to try that. But I think it would be awesome to try. I mean, that way you can get into more detailed pieces like this. That's more, locked in, because I try to explain to everybody about negative draft. You have to have a negative draft. You do something like this, you have to be able to put it in the sand, pull it out without pulling all the sand with it. Because if you're pulling sand out, you have a positive draft. You're locking your piece in. It has to pull away some of the sand before the piece will come out. Now, if you can get something that's small like this, I mean, this worked out. Luckily, this worked out. I was really worried about it, but it did work out. But there are other figurines out there. I mean, like a horse that's on like four legs or something like that. It's like you can't put that into a regular sand cast. It will not work. You're going to pull out all that sand. That's why they had the wax casting. You'd have it out of wax. You'd put it in the sand. You'd have an inlet and an outlet. A couple air vents. And when you poured your silver in, it would immediately melt all the wax, push it out the bottom, and then it would fill the void with the silver, and that would be your wax casting. So I would love to try that. I mean, it's the old way that they used to do things. Oh, Renee, I mean, John, we can figure that out. We can definitely do that. I mean, I got Humble. Humble's all into the. He wants more rounds. Now I got a whole bag of different rounds. He wants me to pour, the 12 in like copper. But I got all these other stuff. So I usually pour those for him on a regular basis. I just sent him a 9 and a 45 because he was part of the deal with 3D Woodworks to make my Morgan ring. But yeah, John, we can definitely get together and figure that out. And if you have like a little tiny, a little model that you want to send me, something that you think that might come apart without, hurting it, we could do that too. I mean, you send me the model, and we'll kind of figure out the weight, and we'll figure it out from there. Well, people get mad. That's just the way it is. Too freaking bad. Sorry that I might be better than you. That's all you gotta say, Shroom Day. Oh, you poured something that they couldn't. Oh, too bad. Sorry. This Popeye and Bluto. I mean, Mr. Minix was trying to get somebody to pour these for him for a long time, and nobody would take it on. Nobody would bother. They were like, "Oh, it can't be done," or, I don't have the time for it. Don't want to do it. And he called me up, and it's like, "Fuck yeah, I'll give it a shot. I love a challenge." I'm a new guy. You give me the hardest freaking pour that you can come up with, and I'm gonna try it. I might not succeed the first time. Luckily, I succeeded these on the first shot, as far as I'm concerned. But I had that Pooh Bear that I poured for OC. It took me 4 freaking shots before I poured that right. And that was basically because I was listening to somebody else who was like, "Oh, just press it in the sand and just pour it like that." It's like, no, I got to do it with 3D. Pooh Bear is 3D. He has a backside, a front side. I want to, as soon as I poured it the proper way in a 2-piece sand mold, he came out freaking perfect. But I was trying to just do a press mold, and it didn't freaking work. So, oh, I love the challenge. Apita, it's all about the challenge. Give me your hardest pour, and I will do my best. I haven't failed yet. I don't know how much that says for me, but I haven't failed yet. Yeah, when you get something that's that small, I mean, that's different. Yeah, Shroom Day, that's not going to happen. I mean, when you get something like that, like a little horse or, a dog, I mean, it's not going to pour. It's not going to happen. The only way you're going to be able to do it, I mean, even when you look at these plastic little figurines, I mean, I got a bag here somewhere with all kinds of shit in it. And even when you look at those, I mean, I think somebody wanted me to do some dinosaurs. They thought it'd be cool if poured dinosaurs. It's like even in the plastic, you could see the lines. Where it was. This thing was made in like 4 pieces and then just stuck together and melted. This is not a one-piece pour. You cannot freaking do it. It's impossible, unless you do it out of wax, and then like the old wax pour. The forgotten wax. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I'm so glad you like those, John. Actually, I got mine right here. That's my everyday pocket piece right now. Let me get it right. Here, upside down. Here we are. That's my pocket piece right now. I love this thing. I can't believe the back. I cannot believe how that came out. If I hadn't of saved this for like another week or so, I mean, because I had it stuck in the sand, I would have gave you this piece. I can't believe it came out like that. But I had this thing. I mean, I sent back your piece with the original challenge coin, and it was probably like 2 weeks later that I finally poured it, and it came out like that with the back on it. I was like, holy shit, he would have freaking loved to have this one. But that's my pocket carry right now. I always have a pocket piece. I change them out all the time. It's usually something that I've recently done or something that came out really really nice. But I always have a pocket piece. I've never done anything with plaster. Oh, I appreciate that, John. Blistering. What's going on, my brother? How's my buddy from across the pond doing today? Yeah, Bart, you and Shroom Day should get together and, you know, chit chat. Because he does his stuff with plaster. And it's crazy. So what time you got over there, Blistering? I know you're way over across the pond. I'm trying to get mixed into your group. I love it. No, my last name might be Cartier, but I got a lot of Scottish history within me. So being across the pond, hanging with you good people. My mother actually goes back to Dalhousie Castle in Scotland. I was actually going to go there probably I think it was about 2 years ago. I was going to go to Dalhousie Castle. You know, they turned it into like a ritzy. It's only 4.5 stars because they can't have an elevator, so it's only 4.5 stars. But it's a ritzy place. They use it a lot for like weddings and receptions and stuff like that. But you can go on a virtual tour. I swear I've been on that virtual tour so many times. You could drop me off at Dalhousie Castle and I could walk through it and know exactly where everything is. I would love to do that Shroom Day. I would love to get a multiple pour going together. I did a live pour on the Saturday morning show with it was MLZB. No, not MLZB. It was Liberty Bleeds, Silver again, Vegas, and Blue Collar. And I was pouring the USS Constitution. I was pouring this for the Wounded Warrior Project. You know, and they auctioned it off online. But that was a like 6 point. I think it was a 6.2 ounce. It came out as. But I poured it online for that. You know, on the live stream. But I would love to get together with all you guys and do like a multiple pour. I think that would be great. The only fact is, you know, I'm a dumbass, so one of you are actually going to have to set it up and just send me like, you know, the invite for the stream, and we could do it that way. Because I don't know how to invite anybody, or I'd already done it. I mean, I got several good friends out there that I would love to do a live feed with, but I don't know how to do it. I'm a dinosaur. I'm 55 years old. I ain't got a clue on anything technical. I'm lucky I can use my phone. I don't know if you could or not, Bart. Not Brent. No, Bart. I'm looking at the wrong one. Bart, I have no content, so I'm not allowed to go live. I don't know if you could or not. What's going on, Brent? Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you hit that like button. Shroom Day, I would appreciate that. I really would. You know, I've been asking people to show me all kinds of different stuff. You know, I keep getting, oh yeah, I'll show you, I'll show you, I'll show you. Well, then show me. Now I was trying to figure out last night how to drop, somebody's information. You know how when you have somebody you want to promote, you drop their it's all in blue, the HTTT blah 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 blah. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I can't even figure that out. I've been trying to do that shit for like 2 or 3 months. I still ain't figured it out. I'm set up. I mean, I have StreamYard, on my phone, because I've done shows and I've had to download it, so I have it here. I don't know how to invite anybody. I could probably invite somebody now if I wanted to, if I knew how to do it. My email's right there, boss. Shroom. Cartier Silver 9 at gmail.com. Yeah, you didn't see that there, did you? Oh my god. What's your email? Oh, it's right there. See it? That's all right, boss. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I've actually had, we were talking about it before. I've actually had people comment. It's like, oh my god, it's so nice to have somebody's email right in front of your face. Well, you don't have to look for it. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to ask for it. It's right there. It's okay, Shroom. Don't worry about it. Everybody got a nice little giggle. That's okay. We're all having fun. We're all family. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I'm trying to get more involved in this, but I'm a dinosaur, dude. I mean, people tell me, they're like, oh, all you have to do is just cut and paste and, throw it to your clipboard. And it's like, what the hell are you might as well be speaking another language to me. What clipboard? What's a clipboard? You know, the cut and paste? I think that's the scissors that you see. So I think I got that part, but I don't know how to use it. I mean, I've cut and pasted stuff, but where the hell does it go? How do I find it? I probably got my phone full of shit that I have no idea how to get it back. Where do I go and find my cut and paste that I just cut and pasted? I mean, see, OC knows what I'm talking about. It's like, holy crap. You actually have to. I actually should probably go take a freaking, little computer class or something like that. I wonder if they make a computer class for like YouTube shit, just to show you how to do it. Yeah, I don't know where anything's at right now. 38.73. It's still up in 38, man. It's still high 38s. You can't be complaining. That's for sure. Hello, see, I bought the silver from you. What was that? That was at 34.10 when I bought that stack. I mean, that's when I got, it's empty now, but because I freaking poured it all. But that was at 34.10. Now here we are, like up in the 38s. I'm telling you, by September 2nd, my birthday, it will be 40, and then it's going to drop back. It'll drop back to like 38. Silver is like gas prices. It always goes up, but it never comes back down to where it was. 32. No, no, we went up to 38. Let's drop down to 34. 38. Let's drop down to 36. So it always goes up. It's like one step forward, two steps back. Yeah, Russia talked about that a long time ago. I mean, I think it was shit, probably about a year ago that they were talking about Russia is going to start using other metals to boost their economy, like silver and different things. They're not just basing it on gold anymore. Oh, so you're a Virgo too. Awesome. Well, like I told you before, AC, um, when this when this goes through, we will be talking, and it is a sealed deal, by the way, OC, because the check has already been sent in as a promissory to buy. So it's just a matter of, I don't know, probably another 2 or 3 weeks. Well, I guess I can. I guess I can let the bag. I guess I can let the cat out of the bag now. I mean, I wasn't gonna say a whole lot until it was all finished. But uh, when my mom died back in 2001, my dad got remarried, and can't say that I ever liked the woman, obviously, because she's not my mother. But anyway, they were married for almost 20 years after my mom died. And when they got married, my dad lived in Pasco County, and she lived in Pinellas County, and she had a house down there. So my dad sold his house and moved in with her, paid off her mortgage, and they had papers written up that half of the house was his, half of the house was hers. Well, she's getting on. My dad died at 84, probably about 3 years ago. He died at 84 from a stroke, and she was still staying there, because the agreement was that she could always stay there until the house was sold, and then it would be split between her and the three of us kids, me and my two sisters. So she's decided she's moved in with her daughter because she's up in years. I mean, as well, and she's had some. I think she broke a hip or something like that. But she lives with her daughter now. So they put the house up for sale, you know, and within 2 days it was gone. There's been a very large check, sent as a promissory that we will close within 30 days, and that was probably about a week and a half ago. So I got a nice house payment coming. I got a nice check. Peta, I try to stay with just generic bullion, like buffaloes and stuff like that. I don't like to melt anything that's respectable. It's like one of these coins. I would never melt. I would never melt any of these coins ever. I always buy either generic buffalo rounds or something like that. You know, A lot of the stuff that I originally bought when I first started buying, I bought from SD Bullion. So I would buy just the generic stuff because it was cheap, just so I could add um, ounce weight to my stack. Well, then I got into pouring, but at the same time I got into pouring, I got into liking the premium coins as well. So I kept all my premium coins, never touched those, but all the SD bullion, generic rounds. I mean, I had Trump coins, I had all buffaloes, I had all kinds of stuff. No, that was just generic. That shit went into the furnace so damn fast. Have you encountered the no sniping rule on YouTube coin auctions? I think it's silly. I live in South Central Illinois and have been to dozens of auctions. Once the auctioneer says sold. Yeah, milk spots. If I got something with a lot of milk spots, Bart, those go too. I'm not big on the sniping stuff. You know, I don't like how that works. I mean, I'd rather bid it out with somebody than just lose it because you're in a different time zone and you're a little bit closer maybe and your feed is working a little bit faster. I mean, I think that's bullshit. I if an auction should be an auction. You let the two fight it out until they're done. But I haven't really encountered, I mean, some of the sites I go to, they do the sniping thing, and some of the sites, and it's mostly um the racing channels, the ones that race all the time, and then they'll throw up a quick auction, and they let everybody snipe and do that shit. It's like, I'm not into that. It's like, I was ready to spend some serious freaking money on this coin because I wanted it, and just because somebody was a little bit quicker, had a closer feed or whatever it was, no, I'm ready to bid more right now. But oh, you sniped me, bullshit. You don't get sniped. You go to a real auction sometime and you try to snipe somebody with an auctioneer. There is no freaking sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Is all I gotta say. Yeah, I don't. I have never held an auction. I'm not the auction kind of guy. I'm not going to say here. Let's throw this up here. $40. Come on, let's go. 41, 42, 44. Oh, come on. This is a one of a kind. Nobody has this. It's never been made before. That's not me, and I'm not going to frickin' do it. If I want to sell something, I'm going to put a picture of it up online and on my post or whatever, and be like, this is what I want for it. Do you want it or not? And I'm actually looking into getting into pure metals. I got my account all set up. I keep talking about this. I want to. All I have to do is take some pictures and send them in, but I haven't done it yet because I want to build up a little bit more of an inventory. Because right now I'm working on projects like this, and I don't have the time. I mean, I work a 40-hour week plus. So when I get days off, there's shit I gotta do, and this stuff comes priority to me pouring my own separate little, oh, I want to do this kind of thing. Because everything takes cleaning time. Cleaning time is the worst. I don't, anybody out there who pours, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When it comes to cleaning the pores, That's what takes the most freaking time, without a doubt. Yeah, see, Shroom Day knows what I'm talking about. I mean, I am not that type of person to try to push my stuff. I'll put it out there for you. There's been several times I've had pours on my desk, and I'll be like, if anybody's interested in any of these, you let me know. We can work something out. But I'm not an auction guy. It's not going to happen, and I don't do races either. I go to a lot of races. I go to Tres Amigos. I go to Steve Searching Silver. Um, I go to a lot of different places, but I don't race. Once in a great while, I'll race. But I'm looking for when they stop and they want to auction something off. That's where I just picked up that 4 ounce $5 bill from Jenny Sweetheart. She popped that up as like, oh hey, you want to anybody interested in this? I was like, yeah, bin. I got screwed. Oh, I can't read it off of that one because it's got the freaking heart in the way. Let's just say I got screwed for the second time in less than a year over no sniping rule. Everyone had stopped bidding for over 5 minutes and then just prior sold threw in a bid. Yeah, exactly. No, you fight it out with me. If you want it, bid me. Outbid me. Outbid me. I hate that sniping shit. Sniper, no sniping. And I think the people who actually run those shows, they do it purposely because they want you to bid even higher than what you would have got it for because you're afraid that somebody is going to snipe you. It's like you have something that you it's about, like let's say a 30 $35 range. That's what you can get. And they're push that freaking sniping bullshit on you. And somebody comes up there and I mean hits you a little bit higher. It's like they try to push you to put in that extra. Oh, I know it's 35, but if I go to 38 or 39 or maybe even 40, maybe I won't get out sniped. So they try to raise your level. I think that's crooked as shit. Just do it the old-fashioned way. Auction it off. All right, let me get back to the stream here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, see, have you tried to team up with anybody? Who are you talking to? You have a long. How long have you been at SSM? 1 year, 2 years, Facebook. Trade my silver or sell it most of the time. Yeah, you got screwed. John got screwed. Not right. It's a big kindness of others and communities that makes me not want to be a part of it. Right? I can definitely feel that, brother. I stopped doing auction 2 years ago. Once I found out I can buy what I want on the wholesale market. It was a game changer. Well, OC, I mean, you're a baller anyway. I mean, so you can do a little bit, a lot. You can do a lot more than what us little guys can do. Now, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but I mean, you have a little bit more opportunity. I have never been on Whatnot. I've heard different stories about it. Whatnot to me seems like an overpriced way to screw everybody. You've heard me talk about Pure Metals. He's got this set up as, kind of like an SD Bullion. When you go to SD Bullion, you have all the different things that you can click on. This is what Pure Metals has done. He's got it set up, but it's average people. It's people who pour, people who want to sell stuff. If you go through there, you'll recognize tons of names. I mean, FG Stacker is on there. Humble is on there. You know, um, there's tons of guys on there. But it's set up, kind of like an SD Bullion, format to where you can go into this category, you can go into this category, you can look it up, you can bid, not bid on it, but I mean, it has its price, so that's what I want. I definitely want to try that. Oh, see, you're always fair. I can testify to that. I'm not trying to say that you're not. I'm just saying you're in a very good position in your life where you have the opportunity to do more of that stuff than we do, and you've worked hard for it, and you deserve it. So enjoy it. I'm not trying to say anything bad at all. You're a self-made man, OC. There ain't no doubt about it. You've worked hard for it, and you deserve it. And you help out little shits like me. I never even wanted a YouTube channel, Lapita. I had no desire for a YouTube channel at all. I was a collector. I was a stacker, and I wanted to find a way to make pours and get it out there. I mean, I actually originally had thought of you know trying to do what Pure Metals just did and create my own website and have it done that way. But I was going to have somebody do it, obviously, because I'm a freaking dinosaur, and there's no way in hell I could do that. But just for the copyright for my name was like $1,500, and depending on what state you wanted to sell in, each state was like another freaking $500. Depending on what you were doing. It's like you're freaking kidding me. It's like, how the hell does anybody ever go into business? So, my roommate said, you should just put your shit on YouTube. I'm like, all right. So I gave it a shot, and this is where I'm at. I mean, I've been doing this since January, and here I am, sitting here talking live to you, all you people, at 2:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. But I had no desire to be like a YouTube influencer or channel guy, or I don't know. I don't even know what the hell you'd call me. I mean, I don't try to influence anybody. I'd like to think I'm more of a teacher than anything else. I try to bring in history, from like my old Roman coins and my Egyptian stuff. You know, I try to bring it in there. I'm not out there walking around on the street acting like a dumbass trying to get, 1 million views on my stupid freaking video. I'm here trying to teach people. I'm here trying to show you something. You know, that's why I spent the time to do the the long series on the those ship coins over there. You know, because I was watching these videos. Well, you guys, I was watching all of you. You know, long before I even started anything, because I was into pouring. You know, I got into that and collecting, and the only reason I even made a YouTube channel was because I didn't want my name to come across as 5x193-134 or whatever the hell YouTube decided my name was going to be. So I made a channel just to have a just to put my name up. And my last name is Cartier, and I'm into silver, so it was Cartier Silver. It's just the way it worked. So I mean, I never intentionally wanted to start a channel. It kind of just blossomed into that. I mean, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all you people. I mean, I've met a hell of a community. I mean, you guys are awesome. When I first came in here, I was an absolute nobody. And I think I went on Steve Searching for Silver. And he looked me up. He's like, "Man, you don't have any videos or nothing yet?" He's like, "I don't know." It's like, I said, "All right." I said, you know, I'm just here checking you all out, seeing what's going on. I'm new. I'm just trying to figure out, what you're doing. And I was trying to learn how they do their games with the banks and this and that. I, but I think I played a couple games, and they finally feel it. They finally realize, Then I started throwing some videos up of my pours, and they were like, "All right, you're an actual player. You're an actual person." So I mean, it grew from there. I mean, I started getting involved with other channels, and I go into channels now, and everybody knows me. It's it's freaking weird. I mean, seriously. I mean, when you stop into a channel that you've never seen before, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, Cartier's here." I was like, "Who the hell am I? I ain't nobody, dude. I got like 430 something subscribers, but everybody's paying attention to my work, so I must be doing something right. I mean, that's all I gotta say." But I'm loving it. I mean, I don't care. You know, I'm not looking to be, the next Silver Dragons or Reckless Metals or some shit like that. I want everybody to enjoy my pour. To come up with crazy ass shit like this and make me make it. And when I make it, I succeed. And when I succeed, I feel good. And everybody else feels good because they get a nice little piece of silver that was made by me. And that's what I'm working on. It's not the subs, it's not the likes, it's not for. I don't care if I ever get monetized by I almost said Facebook, YouTube. I don't care if I'm ever monetized. I have no desire for that. And one thing I will never, never, never do is charge any of my friends, my family, my subs to be on my channel as a special member. Bullshit. That's called I'm trying to screw you out of a couple more bucks. Oh, I'm gonna make you green. You know, if you send me $5, fuck your $5. Stick it up your ass. If you're a member of my channel, you are a member all the way around. Plain and simple. There is no favorites. There is no special membership. There is no send me $5 for a super chat. Thanks, John. Another one of the cool kids just showed up. I appreciate that, my friend. I hope I'm one of the cool kids. Yeah, why would you pay for a subscription? I mean, you're not getting anything special. I mean, seriously. Do you really think you're getting anything special when you subscribe to when you pay to subscribe to somebody's page? Do you really think what are you going to get? You're going to get a video before somebody else sees it? Ooh. Oh my goodness. There's so many freaking videos out there. I can't even keep up with them all. You know, I try to go to everybody's channel, but it's freaking impossible. I mean, that's why you'll notice you'll see me like show up on your channel, and I'll be there for like 2 or 3 days, and I'll be commenting, watching your videos and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden I disappear because I had to go on to somebody else and show a little bit of love there too. I mean, you cannot. It's impossible to view and comment and be on everybody's channel. It's impossible. Shroom Day, you headed out? Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Yeah, it's 2:46 here, so you're over here on this side. But I get the next 2 days off, and all I need to do is let's just say pack. So that's all I'm gonna say. So I can afford to stay up late. Oh, Janine's been here. Oh, see, she's just hiding in the background. She likes to sit back and watch. Yeah, she was here in the first feed because this is actually my second live. The first one got screwed up. I think we were like half hour in or something like that, and it just started doing this circle, 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 and everybody was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" So I just shut the whole thing down and started from scratch, and it's been going good so far. I don't know what it was, what happened, but I ain't too worried about it. Well, that's kind of different. You know, you're doing something to help somebody out. I asked if she was still with us about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm ready for the rack. Much love, everyone. All right, OC, you gonna head out too? I appreciate you, my brother. It is like it's getting late, but like I said, you know, in the first part, T-Bird's not here right now. He's on vacation, so I figured I would just come up and utilize the time, because I know a lot of us, once we get through with our other channels or stuff like that, we all go to T-Birds and hang out. It's a nice place to go and chit chat and shoot the shit with everybody. And without him having his feed, it's an empty void. So I figured I would just fill it and give everybody the opportunity to just come over here and say hello and do the same exact thing. I like Sunday nights. I usually do good on Sunday nights. So I'm usually never on during the week. And if I am, it's usually something short. I'll do my videos or mail calls and make some shorts, do stuff like that during the week. But there's so many channels out there that, you know, I'm friends with, and they're on. It's like, I don't want to jump on you. I don't want to jump on your time. I don't want to, do this. But, I mean, this is like an empty time, you know, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure there's probably tons of people out there who are actually on live right now, but nobody that I'm affiliated with. So, that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, T-Bird's going to come back with so much video. He's going to be able to, make all his. He's he's going to be able to supply his channel for about 6 months. He's going to have so much video. He's probably videotaping everything. Oh, I got to save this. I got to show everybody this when I get back. He's probably driving Mrs. T crazy. Hello, hello. Well, then hang out, OC. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Yeah, my sister kind of invited me up to Ohio, because with my dad's house being sold, and I told her, it's like, I said, I'm looking to move somewhere, do something. And she's like, Ohio's nice. I don't know. I don't think I'd go that far. It's too cold. I mean, I've been in Florida since I was 22 years old. I don't think I could handle going back up north. I mean, I grew up in Connecticut. You know, I left Connecticut when I was 22. And I left Connecticut when I was 22 because it was freaking cold. I hate the cold. I hate the winters. The only thing fun about the winters was driving. But I was a crazy ass son of a bitch back then. You know, you could take all the roads broadside. You know, I grew up on dirt roads driving. So, you know, my aspiration as a child was to drive like Dukes of Hazzard. And I freaking did it. And I would do it in the snow. I would do it on dirt roads. I mean, I've done some wild ass shit. That's all I'm gonna say. I was pretty damn good too. But those days are long gone. A car to me nowadays is point A to point B. I don't care about having anything expensive. I mean, I could go out and buy a new car tomorrow if I wanted to. Nope. I drive a 2005. It's got 200,000 miles on it plus. Works great. Brings me back to work, back and forth to work. I got no car payment. I don't have a high insurance payment because I have a car payment. So that's all the extra money I get to spend on silver. Okay, Bart, what did you see today? I wish I could share pictures of what I saw today, but I understand why they won't let me. Who won't let you? YouTube won't let you? Maybe a sideshow could be my first content. Why not? Why can't you? Oh, you can't. You can't do it because you don't have the. You have to have at least 50. 50 subs before you can send out your first video, right? But you can do a short. You should be able to do a short, right? Or am I wrong? It's been a while since I don't remember, but I remember. Um, I think it was no over 50. You could do it live. Before that, oh shit, I don't remember. Bart, try doing a short. You can't do a short. You should be able to do a short. I mean, how do they expect you to build your content and become, a YouTube channel if they don't let you make a video? I mean, you should be able to do a short. I mean, they're usually only like 15 seconds to 3 minutes. Mountain views, mushrooms, artifacts, and other stuff. Blockas. There he is. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. He was here last night hanging out. We were talking about the. He's got another set of these. If anybody's interested, you get a hold of Blue Blocka. He's got the same exact set. Ron Navy got this from him, and he's got one more set. So if anybody's interested in it, No, I was trying to get him to come off of it for a little bit. Because I was thinking about that would be a great, 500 GAW giveaway. Well, Bart, you got to give it a shot. You got to try. No, it's pretty simple to do. I mean, you can do it right on your phone. Just go into your YouTube, and when you see that little plus button on the bottom, hit that, hit short, and just make a video of anything. It doesn't matter. You can go through the whole video saying, "Oh, this is just a test. I'm just testing." You can look around at different stuff. "Oh, I'm just testing to make sure, see if this comes out." You know, 15 seconds, pop, bam, load it up, see if it pops up on your feed for your channel. You got this, buddy. Come on, you can do it. I want to see one up tomorrow. Come on, you can do it. Hell, you could take 2 minutes right now and just go do it. Well, you're welcome, Bart. I mean, we're all here to help. Deleted it so it can go to the channel. Deneen, what did you do? Oh, Deneen, that was mean. Oh, uh-oh. Honey, Honey Bean, what did you do? No, once it's out there, it's out there. You can delete it on your end, but it's still out there. Yeah, Peter, you think so? He's just gonna keep saying tomorrow, and then the next day tomorrow. I have to admit, I am a big procrastinator. I think it's because I work so well under pressure. Because once I get to that pressure point where it has to be done, I frickin' nail it. But I put stuff off all the time, all the time. I mean, I should be packing boxes right now, and it's like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I got a whole, I got a room full of freaking empty boxes. All I need to do is start packing. I got my keys. I got everything I need. I can be out of here, but I want to get my mail. All right, so I guess I just threw that right out there. So yes, I am moving. Oh, here we go. Someone's chiming in. But I got to pack up all my shit. I got tomorrow and Wednesday off. I mean, I'm only renting a room in this house, along with like 7 other freaking people. So it's not going to take me long. And I got no furniture except for my desk. So it's not going to take me long to haul ass. I've already talked to my landlord and everything else. They understand. Oh, Peter's like, Denise didn't do nothing. I was saying that there was mean what they did to her. Who did something mean to you? Deneen, we need to talk. Who did something mean to you? We need to get this shit straight. No, fuck around with my girl. So it's time for Bart to pull up his big boy pants, hit the plus button on the bottom of his YouTube channel, and make a short. Could be of anything. Do it of anything, whatever you want. Just hold up a coin. Say, here, my name is Bart Cummings. I wanted to show you this coin. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great day. That's all you gotta do. 15 seconds. That's it. Or you could actually do one where you add the music in and you don't have to say a word. You could just show something off, play a little bit of music in the background. You just show something. It's like, look, check this out. Check this out. Hell, I did a short with Copperhead Road, and it was just a bunch of pennies and Indian head pennies on the bottom, and it was all the copper stuff that I bought from Capital Currency. You know, everything on my table was copper, and I made a video. I think it was a 3-minute short of I played Copperhead Road in the background, and it got like 1.5K views on it. I think it was actually more than that. I'd have to go back and actually look. I got a couple of them that are pretty high, and it was off of nothing. You know, it was just it's the right time of day, or something like that. SSM, have a great night. Go get some sleep. See, do it about your arrowhead. Bart, come on, show us the arrowhead. You could play a little music in the background. All you gotta do is like spin it. Be like Vanna White. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful arrowhead. I mean, it's simple. It's easy. You do it one time. One time. One time. Do it once. And you'll be fine. Fear is only because you've never done it before. Once you do it, you're fine. Trust me. Oh, is Ronnie on? Dun-dun-dun. That was funny last night. He'll probably never see it, but I hope he does. He'd probably laugh his ass off if he saw that. Where's Zed? There's no mean people here, Zed. Where's Zed? Where's Zed at? All right, Bart. I'm gonna hold you to it. See? Apita's gonna come kick your ass. No, you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it. No, I encouraged my roommate to do the same thing, and now he's kind of like gone off the rails with YouTube. But no, do it. Make make the short, make the video, make the little one. I mean, it's scary as hell at first. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what? You can always make it and say, you know what, I didn't like it, and just delete it. So just make it. Just make it. You don't have to download it. Just make it. Make the video. Show us the arrowhead. Show us the arrowhead that you got. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. You could just even put some music in there. You know, whatever you like. You know, put in Cherokee people and just show the arrowhead and just wave it around a little bit. And it'll probably get frickin', 1.1k likes. You never know. It all depends on the song too. Song is a key. It really is. If you have a rockin' song and people hear that, they stop for a second and they look at it. It's like, oh, this is cool. Chilling with Bach. Oh, Bach? Oh, Bach. Yeah, hashtags have a lot to do with it. Most definitely. I learned that. And I've also learned, which I haven't done yet, is when you make a video, don't just post it. Put it in a file, then go back to your file, change the name on it so it's not 39571348851, and put an actual name on it, and put in your keywords, your hashtag words like silver or coins or something like that, and then schedule it for like the next day. That gives YouTube an amount of time to find your feed, find your genre of who you want your video to go out to. I haven't done it yet, but this is what I know, because I mean, I just don't really care that much about it. So I put my videos up there. If you like it, you don't. If you don't, oh well. But I've heard a bunch of different little tricks on how to make it, how to grow so fastly. I mean, there's YouTube channels out there that are actually growth channels. Everybody goes there to do nothing but subscribe to each other. I could do that tomorrow, and I could be well over freaking 500. I don't want to. Reason being is because everybody that has subscribed to me, for the most part, are people I talk to, people I converse with. You know, I can make a video and I get all kinds of comments. I have conversations with my people. We talk about different things. whether it be related to the video or not. We talk about different stuff. It's the communication, it's the comments, it's being able to talk to your people. What really counts to YouTube. It doesn't matter how many freaking subscribers you have. You could have 1 million subscribers, but if none of them talk to you, say anything to you, have comments, you have conversations back and forth, it means absolutely dipshit. YouTube wants somebody who can control their people. I'm not saying I'm controlling you. Don't get me wrong. But they want you to be an influencer. They want you to influence your people into buying a product, buying something else. That's why they want to have you have sponsors. So you'll continuously say, "Oh, I buy from here. I buy from there." This and that. It's all a business. YouTube isn't just doing this for fun. They're not just letting us come out here and just, hang out and do our fun shit together. They have to legally do it because that would be discrimination if they didn't. But they don't give a shit about us. They don't care nothing about either any of us whatsoever. They want the big people to sponsor, to promote, to bring in the people. All right, I'll jump off my soapbox now. I'm real. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I'm real. I come up here and have fun. I just worked a friggin' 8 hours, 8+ hour shift. I got out at like 10:30. I haven't even eaten yet. I sat down here. I did a mail call. I was like, eh, you know, T-Bird's not here, so I'm just gonna go up and hang out with everybody, see who pops up. I mean, I'm not trying to make a business out of this. Yes, I like everybody to enjoy my little pours. I love the challenges. I love the challenges that you give me. I mean, I thought it was hard when Humble sent me the little um, painting shovels. I thought that was going to be hard, and I blew past that in a freaking heartbeat, and it came out gorgeous. And now Mr. Minix sent me this. It's like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pour that. Well, look what I just did. Look what I just did. I poured it. And I'm going to cut him off tomorrow at the knees. Well, I'm going to cut that bottom part off. And I'm going to throw him in the tumbler, and I'm going to see how he comes out. And then I'm going to have a nice little polished piece. And any imperfections that I see, I will correct. And then I will throw him back in the tumbler. And then I got to clean Popeye. Popeye's got he got a lot of dirt. He got a lot of stuff he needs worked on. But he's going to come out just as good as Pluto. Bluto, not Pluto. What? Holy crap, what am I talking about? Yeah, come on, Bart. You got to do it. See, and that's another thing. You come see my videos, you don't have to worry about commercials. There are no commercials on my channel. Bart, you got this, man. Come on. Break out that arrowhead. Take that lampshade off. Put that lamp on the table next to where you're going to be, find a spot. Take the lampshade off so you get some nice light. I mean, I got, I got three freaking lights going right now. I got one over here. I got another one over there on my desk, and then I got my big one there. I mean, it takes a lot of light to do this stuff at night. But that's my magnifying light. That's got my magnifying glass on it. That's what I can look through. But I use that as like a side piece. I got the two on the sides, and then I got this one. So it lights up everything pretty good. Some channels, when you first go to their stream, the first thing they do is click on your name to see what you're. Yes, exactly. Apita, definitely. And that's how they figure out if you're real or not. It depends on how long you've been on YouTube. It depends on if you have any video content whatsoever. I mean, because there are trolls out there, like unnamed people that I'm not going to mention, who have like 5 or 6 different channels and just like to go out there and mess around and screw with people. And I think that's so freaking uncool. No, they'll bounce from one channel to another. Where's your integrity? I mean, you're nothing but a freaking troll. I can't stand that. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to knock you over. This works. It will hold it up as long as you don't frickin' move it. Because if I hit the table, you think those little tiny shark teeth, the little extras, the Sharpies on the side, would hold it. But once you got it in the right spot, it'll stay. But anytime I do any work on my table, that's like the first thing that falls. But I can't wait to pour that in silver again. Mr. Random, did I miss somebody? No, I didn't miss somebody. What are you doing to me? All right, Bart, you gonna do this? Come on, Bart, you can do it. I want to see that video tomorrow. Now, I actually want to see it now, but I know it is late, so I'm gonna let you think about it, stew over it for the night. Think about what you're gonna do. Just think Arrowhead, music, think of a nice little song or something like that. Or just think about something you might want to buy. tell us where you got the arrowhead. Do a nice little 3 minute short or 15 seconds. Do a nice little short. Tell us, oh, here is my arrowhead. My name is Bart, and this is where I got it from, and I just wanted to show it to you. Well, Bart, let me see here. All right, never mind. You got it, Bart. Come on. You got this shit. Here. How about a little ambiance? Look at the pretty flame. This is what I had. Here, I ain't showed this in a long time. Let me. Oh, sorry. Kicking your ass all over the place. Let me get that centered. Let me show you what this candle is about. Some of you already know this story, but there was a reason that I bought this candle. This here is what they call a Roman vessel. I bought this off of Harlan J. Burke for a pretty good amount of money, but regardless, this is a Roman vessel that's over 1900 years old. You know, and I bought this candle for one reason, because I had to seal the top. And why did I seal the top? Because my sister had sent me my mom and my dad's ashes. And this is where they are. Mom and dad are sitting in a 1900-year-old Roman vessel. And I bought this candle because it was a nice flower that my mom used to like, and I used the wax to seal the top. But that's my mom and dad. Say hi. Mom and dad, YouTube, mom and dad. I keep that over by my bed in a jar, you know, to keep it, you know, because I'm afraid this thing's gonna, if this thing ever drops or it's destroyed. And it's not just, I mean, it's not just, you know, the fact that it's a 1900-year-old freaking Roman vase or vase or vessel or whatever you want to call it. But there's mom and dad in there, so that's why I got it sealed up with wax. But I know some of you probably know that story. Some of you probably don't. But it's in my videos. It's in my feeds. I know I got a lot of them out there. I'm at like almost 200 videos or something like that. So it's kind of hard to go back and, you know, look at, you know, oh, you did do this, you did do that. I mean, that's a lot of shit to watch. And face it, I mean, most people on YouTube have like a 2 or 3 minute window of attention. If you don't get their attention, I mean, some of them are even shorter than that. You know, I watch people at work. You know, they're on their stuff or TikTok or whatever, and they're like flip, flip, flip. I watch, 10 seconds, flip, watch, 10 seconds, flip. It's like these people have no attention spans whatsoever. Bart, come on, you can do it. It doesn't matter if it sucks. Don't you understand me? Bart, when I started my channel, I told everybody, you know, I'm pouring silver and stuff like that. I said, one thing I promise everybody on my channel, you will see me succeed, you will see me fail. I don't edit anything. I don't edit anything I ever do. You're going to see it live, and a lot of times it'll be a fuck up, and you're going to see it, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm not going to delete it. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, let's just edit that out. No. I've told everybody from the get go, you're going to see me fail, you're going to see me succeed, and that's the way it's going to be. You know, y'all come along for the ride if you want. If you don't, don't. I don't care. So don't worry about, you know, your video is not going to be good enough, because it's never good enough. Nothing is ever good enough. The only thing you have to accomplish is getting over this little issue. There's a little fear. Just get over it. Make one. If it sucks, so what? Say, you know what? Hey, you know, make your next video. Say, wow, man, my first video just really sucked. So you know what? I'm gonna try this again. So what? Everybody loves you. Everybody's gonna appreciate it. You're gonna get so many likes. This is the best freaking community you could ever be with. Nobody is ever gonna tell you, well, except for me. I might give you a little critique, but that's only to help you. But nobody's gonna be like, man, you're such a fucking loser. Why did you even put that on there? Nobody's gonna do that shit to you, dude. Don't worry about it. And if they do, you tell us, and we'll frickin' squash their ass like a frickin' bug. But nobody in this community would ever do something like that. So make your goddamn video, Bart. Come on. Yeah, John, there's all kinds of megalodon teeth in Florida. And the funny part is, it's usually in the rivers. So that meant at one time, Florida was probably completely underwater. No, whether, well, we know megalodon tooth. I mean, I know for a fact this one is between 5 and 7 million years old. 5 and 7 million years old. How is that thing even in existence anymore? I mean, this is 1900 years, and I'm afraid to even touch it. This thing I put in sand and beat with a freaking hammer to make sure all the details would come out right. I mean, it's crazy, dude. So I mean, there's artifacts everywhere. I mean, you can go out into the middle of a friggin' Sahara desert if you, and you'll find seashells. I mean, this world changes. That's what kills me with all these people with their the greenhouse, the climate change. Yeah, our world changes. It spins. You know, it's in a universe. You know, everything matters on a minute gravitational pull. You know, people don't under realize if our gravitational pull for our Earth and Moon around the Sun is probably like this. If it ever moved just a little bit more, we would either freeze or burn to death. Our universe spins in an exact rotation, and the world moves. Slight, but it moves. So the Antarctic is starting to thaw out a little bit. Yeah, and you know what? It's going to keep moving, and things are going to change. Oh, all these continents and stuff used not to be like that, 10 million years ago. Well, you know what? We're still changing. Do you think the world just freaking stopped for the United States of America? Oh, because we're a country now? We're still a baby. We are like one of the youngest countries out there. If you go over to Europe, I mean, these countries have been around for thousands of freaking years. Jerusalem has been there forever. We are the United States. We've been here for like, what, 250 years? Seriously? And we think the world that we can change the freaking world? The world spins, the world changes, climate changes, Antarctic thaws out, the South Pole gets a little bit colder. I mean, everything shifts, everything moves. That's just the way life is. We migrate, we move, we change spaces, until the Martians come back and eat all the fat ones. I mean, that's just the way life is. Now, Frostbite, he had a very interesting conversation with this guy. I can't remember his name. I apologize. But he got into talking about aliens and shit like that, and he was talking about the cosmos and black holes and all. It was freaking. It was pretty intense. I mean, he didn't come across as a nut. He came across as somebody who knew what the hell he was talking about. But I mean, it brings up a lot of things to think about. I mean, because he was talking about possible the the different aspects of religion and how other countries view different gods and how they were in the time zones, and you're talking about could it have been actual aliens who seeded our planet, whether it be Egyptians or whatever. I mean, but I mean our planet was basically built because asteroids and meteors slammed into it so much with all their different germs and bacteria. No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am a firm believer in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I will tell you that right now. I spent a lot of years, you know, I spent years in college. There's a reason I have an associate's degree in biblical theology. Let me just tell you that. But we don't know. We don't know nothing. So it's a mystery. I mean, it's just something to think about. All right, let's get back to what the hell we're doing here. I'm going off on a little soapbox again. I'm not going to start preaching a sermon, don't worry. That's what I was just saying, John. I mean, we were underwater. I mean, that's what, you know, our world changes. Everything goes from, oh, this is above land. I mean, Florida's at freaking sea level. It rains in Miami and it's flooded every freaking time. Because you know why? Because it's at sea level. Yeah, we come and go and we enjoy it. That's it. I mean, that's all you can really say. I mean, to actually, try to figure it out, it's pointless. It's pointless to try to figure it out. No, I don't even want. I don't know if I even want the answers. We spend our whole lives thinking that we're special because mommy said so. You ain't freaking special. None of us are special. We think we're big. Oh, I got a good job. I got a great job. I got a beautiful house. I got a beautiful car. You're no freaking better than the homeless guy that's on the street. You're really not. The only difference is somewhere along his line he screwed up, and somewhere along your line you did better. You're both human beings. You both deserve the same rights: life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Maybe he's got issues. Maybe he's got an affliction. Maybe he's got something wrong with him. Maybe it's something mental. But I mean, we all think that we're better than somebody else, and none of you are better than anybody. I know I'm sure not. One of the things that makes me humble is, I mean, there's been so many times where I've come across people like that, and you do your best just to help them out. I used to drive around when I did window construction. I used to install windows in brand new homes, and I would travel a lot. I mean, from county to county. I mean, I could drive like 50 miles in one direction just to install some windows in a house. But you would always see the homeless, and I used to carry a box behind my seat of like Dinny Moore stew or chicken noodle soup or something like that, and I'd tape a spoon to it, and I always made sure that I bought the pop tops. That way they didn't have to worry about can openers or nothing like that. And I see them at the side of the road, see them at the corner at the light, and they're coming up wanting money. It's like, no, here, I'm not giving you money, but here, if you need this, this is a can of food to put in your belly right now. This is my gift to you. Just do that kind of shit. It doesn't hurt you. I mean, you can go to the grocery store, go to the goddamn dollar store or something like that. Pick up something cheap, tape a spoon to it, make sure it's got a pop top so they don't have to worry about a can opener. Give some shit out. It's not gonna hurt you none. You know what I mean? All right, I'm getting on a soapbox again. I'm sorry, I apologize, but come on, be real people. Uh oh, I gotta unplug this and plug this in, or I'm gonna lose all you. All right, I didn't mean to go that deep with you, but it's getting late. It's freaking almost 4 o'clock in the morning here. I'm probably not even going to go to sleep. I think I'll make another cocktail, and then we'll finish this up. And then I think I'm gonna fill up those empty boxes with my shit, and then start drinking coffee, and then move my shit out of here because I got a brand new place to live. It's gonna be tough taking down my wall. I mean, I got a lot of stuff up there. I'm worried about my sticker. I'm worried about my Cartier Silvers, my Gmail. I'm thinking if I take it, if I can, I know I can pull it off, but I think if I put it on maybe like a piece of wax paper or something like that, because I got all these stickers up there. So what do you all think? I think y'all just chatting with each other. You're not even paying attention to me anymore. All right, Apita. You have a great night. See, that's what I was thinking, blue blocker. No, block blockers. Sorry. The blue blockers is the freaking, uh, the sunglasses. I mean, you're the one who made the name. Block blockers. Okay. Block blockers. Block blockers. Block blockers. Block blockers. It takes me a while. I'm stupid. But yeah, I'm thinking if I put it on wax paper, it'll hold up. But I gotta pull down all this shit. I got a lot of. I've accumulated a lot of stuff in this little room. I've been here for a long time too. What, 8, 9 years? Something like that. I painted everything. I made everything look nice. I mean, because the house is a shithole. That's why I keep my stuff in my room. I have my own fridge. I have my own stove. I have everything. Now I'm going to a nice, beautiful house. Somebody that I used to live with years and years ago. So, I'm thinking it's a good move. I'm ready. All right, Apita. Thank you so much for coming in here, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. But you, Deneen, you know me. I mean, I don't like change. You know, it gets my anxiety and everything up. I don't like it. But I know it's good. No, John. I'm just, I'm in a house with like 6 other people. No, we got a guy and a girl who lives in one room. We have one guy that lives in a garage. No, they've all been made into nice rooms, well, decent rooms. I'm not going to say they're nice rooms. Um, this was originally a three-bedroom house. So Jeff's got one, the Cuban's got the other. Um, Jared lives in a garage, and Bruce and his girlfriend Alicia live in the third bedroom. So basically, my room used to be the living room, and he just put up a wall and a door going into the house. So I got the front door right there. That's the front door to the house. So I don't have to worry about, you know, seeing anybody I don't want to see. I got my grill out front, right out front of my door. I have an Emerald's oven, sitting here. I have my own fridge. So basically, the only thing I need to do is pee and take a shower. But for the most part, I mean, especially working at the deli, I mean, I make sandwiches all the time. I never go out in that kitchen and cook anymore. I try to avoid it. And when you're trying to avoid going out into where you live and just trying to seclude yourself in your own little room because there's people you don't want to see, then it's time to move. So, I mean, oh, honey, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to do just fine. I mean, the rent's a little bit higher. I mean, but like it's even if I, you know, even without the house selling and me getting a large check, I can still afford it on what I work. My paycheck. I can still afford it very easily, and still buy silver and enjoy my life. So yeah, John, I was paying $540 a month. That's $135 a week to stay in this room. So now I'm going up to like $200 a week. And I got a beautiful home and a garage that I can set up my porn station in. A room that's probably it's bigger than this, I can tell you that. I'll be moving some stuff in tomorrow. I'm going to be packing everything up, and I'll take a video of the room as it is bare, so you guys can see, what I'm moving into. Because I've already picked out my spot, to put my desk and everything like that. It's like, oh yeah, this would be a perfect spot for my desk, for my studio. You heard porn. No, ain't no porn going on. That's for sure. So I'm going from 540 a month to 800 a month, which is not a big deal. No, it's still cheap, especially for down here. It's still really cheap. But I already talked to my landlord. You know, I'm gonna have to rough it for a little bit, when I first move in, because I asked my landlord. I was like, well, can I like buy my bed and stuff like that? I mean, because this is literally like an empty room. So I'm basically gonna be moving in my desk, a lamp, and I gotta have a tower where I put all my dry goods on, my spices, my canned goods, shit like that. so that's coming with me. But that's basically it. I mean, the rest of it is just shit that's going to get thrown in boxes, and until the check comes in, I'm going to be dealing with it. That's it. Well, Janine, you are more than welcome to come down whenever you want, but you know you can't handle this heat, so you're going to have to come down during winter time. Yeah, there was somebody on Michael's channel last night. He popped up and he's like, "Oh, I need help. You know, my mom's fridge is empty and we don't have nothing to eat. You know, can somebody donate me some money? Isn't that?" It's like, it's Sunday, dude. I mean, that was a perfect time to go to your church. Go to um, the food banks. I mean, my church always had food banks. We would have a line of people there on Sunday morning, before service. Hopefully they stayed there, but they usually never did. But we still, box them up a bag of groceries, for at least 2 or 3 days, something they could eat. Oh, John, I don't know. Florida's getting a lot different. I don't know what years you lived down here, but Florida's a lot different, man. It's beautiful weather. I mean, right now it's freaking hot. I mean, it's like walk outside first thing in the morning and you just hit an oven and you just start sweating. I would really love to go a little bit more north. Maybe Georgia or South Carolina, something like that. Because I do miss the change of seasons. Like I said, I grew up in Connecticut, so the change of seasons was always beautiful. You get to see the leaves change. I mean, Florida has no season. It's hot, or then we have a little bit of cold, and then we have a couple days where it's like, oh, it gets really freaking cold, like down to like 40 or 30. But that usually only lasts till like, you know, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it goes up to 50. As soon as the sun comes up and starts heating everything up again, I mean, you're back to a decent temperature. So that would be the time that Deneen, you should come down, because when it's nice and cold, you might actually be able to survive it. Because if you came down here in August, you would probably be in the hospital. Oh, I hate the beaches, John. I absolutely hate the beaches. I live in Fort Myers, Florida. I mean, we have one of the most famous beaches around in the state. I think I've been there like 2 or 3 times, and that was because somebody brought me there or drugged me there. I love the springs, Weeki River, uh, the Chattahoochee, Withlacoochee. I know it probably all sounds foreign to you guys, but a lot of our rivers down here have Indian names. But you can go into these rivers, the manatees are swimming up through them, and then you can hit the springs, where the spring is actually coming out of the water and feeding out, and you can down into the spring. That's why I got into diving. I love that shit. I absolutely love it. There is nothing like diving into a fresh spring in the state of Florida. It is crystal clear water. I mean, you could see, you know, 100, 150 yards in front of your face, just like it's daytime. You can just see as far as you could in the regular daytime, but you're looking at it underwater. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's an entirely different life. All right, so it looks like I'm going to be pulling an all-nighter. Freaking 4 o'clock in the morning already. I can't believe y'all are still hanging out with me. God bless your little hearts. Yeah, Florida is actually an absolutely beautiful state. I mean, when you get into it's hard to see when you just drive around because everything is like everything in Florida is basically like a checkerboard. All the streets, everything like that. I mean, there are some roads with some curves, but everything is like it's a grid, and half of it is concrete because it has stores and all this other stuff on it. But then you hit the rural part of Florida, where you can walk through the woods, and it's thick. Florida is thick woods. I'll tell you that. But I mean, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And when you start seeing those rivers, when you see those freshwater rivers running, I mean, not we're not because everybody wants to think about, oh, Florida is just swamp and gators. No, it's not. Florida has some beautiful, beautiful rivers that flow through it, and there's not a gator in sight because there's usually too much activity on the river, and gators do not like that. No, everybody thinks, oh, it's fresh water. I can't go in it. Gator's going to attack me. No, gator is going to stay where it's swampy and dirty. He's not going to go into a river where 50 freaking boats are running up there, every freaking couple minutes. They don't do that. They don't want to be around humans. They come out and they lay in the sun on the side of the freaking grass or the side of the road, and if you bother them, what's the first thing they do? They run right back in the water. Everybody's got such a bad idea about gators down here. You don't mess with a gator is not going to mess with you. You go up there and fuck with it, poke at it, prod at it, try to grab its tail, take a picture. Yeah, he's going to turn around and bite your ass. But I'm going to tell you what. Go up to a pit bull, poke it, prod it, grab its tail. He's going to turn around and bite your ass too. So don't blame it on a gator. That's all I can say. All right. Got you back in focus. Didn't mean to kick you all over the place. All right. I'm going to make another cocktail, and then I think I'm going to start packing a box. And then I'm probably going to start drinking some coffee. Oh, block us. You have a great night, my friend. Appreciate you coming by. Let me know about that other stack of ships over there. Love to work out a deal with you. No, John, they don't. They don't want anything to do with people. They deal with people because people are in their area. That's it. When have you ever heard of a golfer being attacked by an alligator? Never. But every single pond and a golf course has a gator in it, or two, or three. Have they ever come up and attacked a golfer? No. They don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone. I got a fish in the pond. I'm good. I'm coming out here. I'm laying on the grass, having some sun. Why are you coming over here fucking with me? I'm not bothering you. Why are you messing with me? That's just the way a gator is. It's like he wants to come out there, lay in the sun. It's Florida. He wants to tan. I don't know. He comes out there, he chills, gets his heat on, goes back and hangs out in the water. Maybe sees Mrs. Female Gator. Eats a couple fish, have a good time. Bam. No golfers get attacked. I ain't never seen a golfer get attacked by gator. Alrighty, who do we have left in this little mystery game that we have going on here? Yeah, get around a nesting area, that's different. I mean, I used to own gators. I got a picture here somewhere. Where the hell is that? Oh no, that's me and my raccoon. But I used to own I used to have a couple of gators as pets. I had a buddy up in Pasco. That's when I lived up that area. One of his buddies actually had a gator farm up off of 56. You know, John, if you know Florida, you might know where 56 is. But he had a legit gator farm. They had caimans, they had Cubans. He had every freaking reptile that you could probably think of. He had anacondas. He had all these different kind of lizards. That's the first time I ever got bit by an anaconda when I was over at his place. He's like, "Here, hold this snake." I was like, "What is it?" It's a freaking anaconda. He says, "Make sure you hold it tight by its head." So I'm holding that son of a bitch like I'm gonna strangle it, and that damn thing just turned around and just freaking latched onto my thumb. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" It took two guys to pull this freaking snake off of my thumb, but he had everything in there, and I wound up getting a hold of a couple little gators myself. So I had them in a nice little pen by the side of the house. But I mean, they're cool little pets. I mean, they don't hurt you. I mean, I got pictures of them, laying on my chest. I got them somewhere. I'll probably find them when I move. But oh yeah, the babies are awesome. And one of them was actually a little one. I think he was probably about. He probably was no more than a foot long when we first got him. And you can just put him on his back and rub his belly, and he just sit there. And when the little baby gators, they do that noise. It's like Now, most people don't know that, but I guarantee you John knows that. You make that little creaky sound. But Mama started getting pissed off because they were getting bigger and they were starting to escape the pen. And I lived right next to a cypress swamp, so they would go right into the pond. So I'd go out there at night with the flashlight. It's like, where are you, you little son of a bitch? And finally get him up to the side of the water and grab a hold of him. And I didn't fix the pen yet. So I took it inside and I put it in the shower and I closed the door. So I get up in the morning to go take a shower and there's a gator. There's a gator in the shower. And I heard this blood curdling scream. It's like, you son of a bitch! It's like, I couldn't fix the fence. It was late. I didn't have time to fix the fence. So I just put him in the best place that I could think of, which was the shower. So I got in trouble for that one. But it's a funny story. Like, oops. Aw, come on. Gators are not, they're just nothing but a big lizard. And they're delicious, too. Everybody's got such a bad thing about gators. They're actually very docile. No, I used to, when I would feed my gators, this is how stupid they are. I would actually throw a piece of meat, like a piece of chicken or something like that. I would throw it at them. It would bounce off their freaking head, land in the freaking water, and then they would bite. It's like you didn't see it coming. It's not like a dog where you just throw them a treat and they just snap it. No, it bounces off their head, it falls in the freaking water, and then they search around for it until they find it. They got like a pea brain. I mean, they literally have a brain the size of a freaking pea. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but gators get a bad rap. They really don't do anything wrong. Sure, you can go swimming. Right? Yeah, they're not doing nothing. They're just chilling, laying out, sunning, trying to get some Florida sun. Some bitch is shooting at me with a freaking BB gun. Would you do that to your neighbor's cat? If you would, you're a dick. No, I was actually bit in the face one time by a gator. Well, I had him on my chest at the time, but he bit me right on the side of the face. He didn't want his picture taken. I mean, I got a good picture. The picture came out great, but it was like 1 second after the picture was taken, he just chomped down on my freaking on my cheek. Luckily, he was small. No, no, you're gonna have to speak English. We don't do the Espanol. No Espanol. Hello, amigos. Something from Mexico. Well, hello to you too, but you need to speak English. No Espanol. No Espanol. Pequito. Pequito Espanol. Hey, well, that's fine, but I don't want 1.25K subscribers that can't speak English. No, they're just, it's freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. They're just trolling, seeing who's up. I appreciate you, but I mean, what do you want me to tell you? If we can't communicate, we can't communicate. Come up here with English, and then we'll talk. He's probably a very nice person. Somebody likes him. At least 1.25K like him. Doesn't mean I'm gonna. It might even be quicker than John. I'm not sure. I mean, it was just like a couple weeks ago. I was trying to hit 4, so I think 5 is going to come pretty quick. Oh, you just mean not a troll? Oh, yeah, I understand that. All right, is there any questions? Is there anything that anybody wants to talk about? Anybody got a subject? We're down to like 6 people. Oh, we're 7 now. But I'm actually like almost 3.5 hours right now that I've been up here. So I think I'm gonna just cut it all off and finish my cocktail, make a cup of coffee, and then start packing. What am I pouring next? Um, oh, here's one for you. I don't know. I don't think you were around for this. I got these in the mail today from FG Stacker. This was his first attempt at the Excalibur sword, and the back half got all screwed up. So he decided to Let me tip you down here just a little bit. He decided to do an Excalibur sword in two different pieces. That way it was easier, you know, to for the 3D printer to do what it had to do. So all I have to do is take these and super glue them together. And then I'm going to have the Excalibur sword. Now my plan is to actually make the Excalibur sword in a stone. So this is probably going to be my next pour. I'm going to do the Excalibur sword in a stone because I have lava rocks out in like the garden area of the house. So I think that would probably work pretty good. But I'm going to make the sword in the stone. I'm going to take the stone, you know, it's obviously going to be silver as well. No, not this big, but you know where I'm coming from. But I'm going to take the stone and I'm going to, you know, antique it so it's really, really dark. And I'm going to make sure that the sword and everything is nice, highly polished. And the handle here, I think I'm going to antique a little bit. And where this little piece is right on the top of the sword, I think I'm going to try to drill it out. And I got some cheap gems, you know, like artificial rubies or whatever they are. I don't know what they are, but I got blues, I got some reds. So I think it would be cool if I could, you know, drill that out and put a stone inside of it and have it sitting, the Excalibur sword sitting in a rock. I think it would look great sitting on your desk. But I think that is going to be my next pour. Because I've got my my Bluto and my Popeye that I got to work on. But I don't have anything pending right now. The only thing I do have pending is I need to make a round for B&B prospecting. He wants me to make a channel round for him. So I'll be making that out of clay. Unless I can hook up with FG and, you know, maybe have him, you know, do an emblem for him. But yeah, that's going to be my next one. As far as I can see. Now I'm probably gonna do a whole sword all by itself. But then I still want one that's in the stone. I think it'll be looking awesome. It's gonna look great on my desk. Alright, John's got one. He says, here's one for you. What do you think about EZS compared to your average silver jewelry cleaner when you're cleaning silver? I think they're about the same. I was here last night. Playing with the E-Zest. I dipped a bunch of coins last night. I think you were here, weren't you? But I don't think it's really anything different than your average jewelry cleaner. I mean, look at it. It even comes with a jewelry cleaner. Something you can put your rings and all your stuff on. But I cleaned a bunch of coins last night. I cleaned up some Morgans. I cleaned up some peace dollars. I think they're pretty much the same thing. I mean, I've heard, you know, stuff about, you know, EZS being too harmful to coins. You know, any chemical that you put on a coin, if you let it sit in there long enough, it's gonna be hazardous. It's gonna hurt the coin. But as far as this, I mean, it says for gold, silver, and copper. You know, I put Indian heads in here. You know, just trying to get the green cancer off of them. But I don't think they're. It's really anything. I really don't. I've never seen. No, I haven't gone to the test to where I've let anything sit in there too long. Oh, Deneen, you going to bed? Yeah, it's probably late for you now. Well, it's real late for me here, honey. All right, you have a great night, hon. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning sometime. Well, I appreciate you trying to make a little content, but I think we're like 3.5 hours, you know, overdue for this thing to shut down. I appreciate y'all coming out, hanging out. We got like 4 people here hanging out now, so I think it's all time to say good night to everybody and let everybody have a good night's sleep for what good night you got left. I myself, I think I'm just going to be pulling an all-nighter for a while. Like I said, I'm going to finish my little cocktail. Then I'm going to hit some coffee, make something to eat, and then I'm going to start packing boxes. Now, I could be out of here tomorrow if I want to, but I got more mail coming, and I'm not leaving my mail behind, especially this next packet, this next mail piece I got coming. And it's probably too late to do a change of address because it's already in the system. It's already on the way. So I'm just gonna spend the next couple days here hanging out, packing shit up. I got my keys already. I'm ready to go. All right, everybody. I want to thank you all for coming by. For whoever's left, I appreciate you hanging out with me for 3.5 hours. I'm glad you get to see. Hopefully the next time. Well, I don't know if it'll be the next time. I'll probably do. This will probably be the last thing I take down before I. I'll have another feed, probably tomorrow or something like that. But this will be like the last thing I take down before I leave. I'll take care of everything else first. So all right, everybody, Cartier Silver. You see it right there. I'll see you. Y'all keep on keeping on. Have a great night. Have a great week. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.